My name is Debra Chosen and I'm a writer, speaker and a host. Creativity to me it's all about self-expression. It's all about utilising your gifts, utilising your talents, utilising the things that come very natural to you, very intrinsically to you, in order to be able to express or convey some sort of message. So for some people, their creativity is found in their singing. For some people, it's even in the way that they speak to other people, right? It's the way that they navigate questions and conversations. But ultimately, I think at the heart of it, it's all about self-expression. I'm kind of indifferent to the term creative at this point. I think there was a season in my life where I felt that people kind of used it as a badge of honor, so to speak, and to kind of lord it over other people who maybe hadn't yet began to express themselves creatively. But now at this point in my life, I think I'm at a place where I feel that we all are creatives in different ways, shape or form. I just think there's different levels of the spectrum, so to speak, with it. So yeah, I've learned to own it. Do you know what I mean? I can't run away from it. I am a creative. I'm creative in the way that I do things. I'm creative in the way that I think. And so yeah, I'm a creative. Ooh, for me, extending my creative tentacles is all about doing the things that bring me joy and expressing myself creatively in different ways. I think it speaks to the idea of being a multi-hyphenate, which I think a lot of people are in this day and age. So, you know, a lot of us, we don't just feel we have to be in one box or we have to follow one particular path. You know, some of us are side hustling and others, you know, we're building businesses and whatever the case may be. So I think it's just all about celebrating that you can be many things at once. Yeah, so one of my go-tos when we're talking about, you know, kind of escaping or getting out of writer's block or creative block is to re-inspire myself. So is to kind of go back to the things that make me feel like creating. So sometimes that might be literally listening to another podcast, something about hearing a conversation or hearing an amazing interview kind of sparks something in me that's like, I can do this, I can do this and I'm gonna do this. Similarly, when it comes to writing, it might be reading a book. It also might be, especially pre-COVID, changing in my environment, do you know what I mean? Going outside, being amongst nature, meeting new people. I spend naturally a lot of time in my bedroom, first of all, but then when I think about where do I create, that's definitely been kind of the home to the launch of my podcast, the home to holding online events, to writing. A lot of the creative things that I do definitely take place in my bedroom. I think for me, it's definitely a space of solace, but then also a space where I can express myself. So yeah, my bedroom. I want to be like super creative and be like, oh, any time of the day, like, because, you know, I'm just forever switched on. But the reality probably actually is late at night, actually. I think for me, I used to think that I'm a night owl. And one of the things that I've realized is it's not necessarily that that's the case, but at nighttime, I find there are less distractions. Yeah, I think that when it comes to podcasting, I think a lot of people's initial thought is, oh, the space is saturated, so there might not be room for me here. I think that one of the best things about podcasting is that ultimately it's all about the voice, right? So we all have different voices. We all bring different things to the table when it comes to podcasting. So I think that what that does is it creates an environment where actually there's kind of healthy competition, depending on how you choose to see it. But you can still shine, you know, in your own lane. You can still absolutely, you know, tell your story in your way. And so I think that for me, it's kind of less about competition and it's probably more so actually about inspiration and just being true to yourself. And I think that when you do that, then the right audience gravitates towards you anyways. I do. So my day job is in social media and marketing. So I'm a social media manager currently. I've been doing marketing, communication, social media, all of that kind of stuff for the last 7-8 years now. So yeah, basically helping brands tell their story, communicate online is what I do. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna say this one, a bit of an exclusive, but acting, actually. Yeah, acting definitely is one that I would love to extend more. Not a lot of people know, but that was an original plan, so to speak, actually. So I remember when I was in college, and very quick story, I was in college and the teacher basically asked me, like, what do I want to do? What do I want to become? And I was sitting with my mom at the time because it was like an open day. And I was like, oh, psychologist. And then she was like, if you don't mind, can your mom just excuse the room? I'm going to ask you that again. So my mom left the room and she said, so what do you really want to do? I was like, I want to act. And she was like, okay, cool. And I think at that age, that's when I realized that that was something within me, something that in a way I still do through the different areas of my life, podcasting, public speaking, whatever the case may be, but to actually be in a space where I'm literally just actually acting, I'd love to extend my tentacles in that way, yeah, that'd be fun. Do they even understand it? They're just like, what's she doing in her room now? Who's she talking to now? I'd like to think that they're proud of me. I've never really actually asked them, actually, so it's a really good question. I've never really sat and said, like, Mom, Dad, what do you think about all the different things I do? I think that the way that they kind of view me is Debra has always been expressive. My mum has a saying that you can talk for England, right? So like I've just always, it's just who I've always been. Do I have to answer one of them? What if they were all just treacherous? Okay, well out of the three, I'd probably say the third one. I think when I look back in the first and the second, I was prioritizing my rest in those seasons. So like there was this tug to be creative, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna honor my rest above that. But by the time we got to the third one, I felt like, okay, kind of know how this goes. We know what's gonna happen, so I can actually be creative in this space. And I found what that means to me, you know, being creative in this new environment, so, yeah. Ideally with a team, but realistically, most of my life has been on my own, yeah. Ooh, I like a cheeky big reveal, yeah, big reveal. Let's do it for the love, baby, do it for the love. But you gotta get paid, so yeah. Probably not that weird, but a lecture theatre. No, I'll explain. I feel like it comes in waves and it lures you in. And when it does, you feel warmer on the inside, so yeah.